Hello and welcome back to the Feminine Files. I'm your host, Annais. Hi, angels. Welcome back to another episode. I hope you all have been doing amazing and are really excited for the warmer weather. I know I am. I do love the winter and, the cold season, but for some reason, I kind of get over it with after a month. I'm just like, okay, can it be warmer now? Because I just feel you dress so much more cuter, in my opinion, when it's like summer. You can wear the dresses, the skirts, the sandals. I think it's super cute. But then, of course, once summer is towards the end, you're just like, okay, can it be fall now? It's a never-ending cycle. But today I wanted to talk about toxic friendships. And it's something that has been on my mind. And as someone who has gone through the seasons of friendships in my life, I really feel like I can give some feedback and advice and just for you to feel like you're not alone because so many women go through this. And I think it's sad how we live in a time where friendships are so difficult to make, especially as women. I think as we grow and just more wiser, it's difficult to actually connect with women and actually find true, meaningful friends. We live in a time, as I said, that it seems like everybody wants something from you, or it's just really hard to really connect with people. Let's get into this. Grab a nice matcha. I have a nice matcha right now, so I'll be having some of that, or iced coffee, or hot coffee, or some wine, whatever you desire. It's sad how it's so difficult for women to have meaningful friendships, especially because women are the being of life, meaning we give life. Women give life, and we have a portal literally in our bodies, and we need women. If we are going through something in life, you can't run to your man and talk to him about certain things because it's not the same emotional connection because men and women are different. Of course, your man can listen to you and talk to you, but actual conversation where you can just vent, cry, and just say all the things like you want your girlfriends. There's nothing like having girlfriends in your life that really understand what you're going through, especially women after they have kids. They really want to find a good friend that is a mother and they can talk to them and relate on symptoms she's having or whatever it is. And it's just disheartening that we live in a time like this. But I wanted to also give you some advice on toxic friendships. And honestly, let's just start here. I just think if you have mean girl energy, you need therapy. Straight up, because there is no reason why you have to be someone who is just so negative and mean and toxic towards other people. If you really have things that you need to work on, go get therapy, go work on yourself. There's no need for that. Life is so short to be around people like this. Toxic friendships, it's really can just be any toxic or mean girl energy. I feel like both go hand to hand. Here's some signs that you may be in a toxic friendship, and I will give you some feedback or just things that I've gone through in my life. One of them is having a big group. So, I used to have a big group of girlfriends. I thought the time we were all really close. So, had a big group of girlfriends. We will celebrate each other's birthday, theme nights, events, like if someone got engaged or whatever, like we were all really close. And Halloween was a time where I really looked forward to it because we would go out and we would like do it big. Okay. Like we would go out, get dressed up, have a theme night or whatever it was for our costume that year. And it was so much fun. We will have about 2 costumes. We would have a group theme and then whatever night whatever you wanted to wear. And usually we would go to a different city and we would go and just have fun. And of course, we did the whole Vegas, did the whole thing, did the whole shabam. And during that time in my life, I really felt like these girls were my friends. I truly did love each and every one of them, how they were. But then I noticed that there was a lot of talking behind each other's backs and just like toxic mean girl energy. And I didn't like that. I was just like, okay, well, that's weird. And the saying is true. You want to be careful and mindful who you hang around with. And I've never been a big drinker. I never was someone that partied hard or whatever. I was just kind of like, I was the girl that would go out, take cute pictures, and just like, be around her friends. And slowly but surely, there's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of who does this, who does that, who's more successful in her career. And I just didn't like the energy I was getting. And I started to feel there was a shift in people's energy towards me. And I just distanced myself. And at that time, it was really heartbreaking because I truly felt these girls were my friends and I loved them, but there was just a lot of mean girl energy. The girls that have the most friends, it's like you think these are all your friends, but it's not the truth because life isn't easy. And I say that because things happen in life and you just want people around you who truly do love you when real things happen. I went through a time in my life where it really shifted and really changed the way I see life itself. But really just take it that I'm telling you when I speak this, like it really changed my life completely. And it's things that truly matter in life. And moments like this, you really want to have a solid team behind you. And when this event happened in my life, I really knew who truly loved me. And that includes friends, family, everything. I know who truly was there for me and who wasn't. I learned how to let go and not hold grudges because grudges and just like resentment doesn't do anything for you in the long run. I really do believe in forgiving people, let go, love and light, and leave it to God. Let God take the wheel and just there's no reason for you to hold on to negative energy. But when you're in a big group of friends, I guarantee you, not most of those girls are actually your friends, maybe two or three tops. Okay. Like 100%. Let's say you're in a friendship right now and it feels one sided. Friendships, it takes two to tango, just as a relationship does. It's not just one person, it's two people. I think if you're making a constant effort to see that other person well, that's not really your friend because your friend wants to see you. They want to be there for you and they want to uplift you. And yeah, like, of course, we can't see our friends as much as we used to because people get married, have kids. That's totally understandable. But I think keeping in touch, saying hi, how are you? I miss you. Like, it really doesn't take long, or picking up the phone, having a 5-minute conversation, 10-minute conversation. Like, that's great. Some of my best friends are moms, and we will have conversations on the phone for maybe 10 minutes when she's on her way home after picking up her baby. We'll catch up quick. And those moments are meaningful. And we'll plan out dates in advance, in a month advance to see each other and have that on our calendar because life has changed, right? And both people need to make an effort to and a commitment to see each other, not just in relationships, but in friendships as well. So if your friend is doing a one-sided and you feel like you're constantly giving your energy, you're the one that's always reaching out. How are you? I miss you. And they're like, oh, yeah, we should get together. And it's like, you just feel like it's always you. I would really reconsider that because as I mentioned, it takes two. Pay attention how you feel after seeing someone. Do you feel your energy is depleted? Do you feel like this person is draining you and it's an energy vampire? I've had these in my life and I feel so tired after I see this person, and it's because they're taking energy from you. That's what it is. And I distance myself and I just love and like, God bless you. And I wish you the best, but this is not someone I want in my life moving forward. And I think that's perfectly okay for you to tell yourself and be honest with yourself that if there's a friendship that you feel no longer in alignment with, that is perfectly okay. At the end of the day, remember that who you surround yourself is the foundation of who you are. If you hang out around with people that are lazy, that are broke, that always want to go out and drink and do whatever, well, guess what? That energy goes towards you, and you slowly but surely start to become that version of yourself and that person. So, really look at who are you hanging around with? Who are you talking to? And why wouldn't you want to be around people that actually uplift you, that are women with the same mindset, that want to strive for the better, that are constantly growing, that are working on themselves, that are doing the things in order for them to become the best version of themselves? I had a big group of girlfriends and I did this myself because I no longer felt an alignment with them. I wish him all the well, of course, but I did that for me because I knew this isn't what I want for myself. I want women that really truly love each other and that we want to see the other person win. And that you can call at maybe 1 in the morning, bawling your eyes out because this is what women do, and you just want to vent and they'll listen and they'll talk to you. That is the type of friendships you want to have, not people that make you feel less or make you feel that you're too much or that you're too this. That is not a true friendship. When people ghost, I think that speaks volumes of that person. And when I see ghosts, it's not just in relationships and when you're dating. This also can happen even in friendships. Out of nowhere, they just stop talking to you or they just go poof. And I think if something is going on, you want to have a conversation, take accountability. If there's something going on with each party, take accountability and just talk to the person. I mean, we're not in high school. If there's an issue, speak about it. Yeah, I am sure those conversations aren't pleasant to have, but I really do feel if there's something you want to say to someone or someone made you feel uneasy, like have a discussion. Me and my girlfriends, we have that. If I said something, tell me. Or if you did something, I'll tell you. Like those conversations aren't fun, but they're necessary. You need to. And I think if someone did that to you, ghosted you, or whatever, I think it's a blessing in disguise because why would you want to be friends with someone that doesn't love you enough to pick up the phone and just talk to you? Honestly. So, it's more than just relationships that can get ghosted, it's also in friendships as well. Once you really become that version, I notice like this is a true thing. When you start becoming the best version and you start becoming her, and when I mention becoming her, it's the highest version of yourself. It's the woman that you envision yourself to become. So becoming her. And when you are starting to work on yourself and your mindset and really start looking better, feeling better, you start to notice who your true friends are because some people just don't want to see you win. People are jealous. People want some of whatever you have. Friends who don't engage in your content, it's 2025. Literally takes 5 seconds to less than a second, honestly, to even like someone's picture, comment. Um, because when you're a content creator, you wanna have that support, and I think you'll see, like, start a business, and you'll see who truly loves you and who truly supports you, and you would think it's the people you're closest to, and it's more likely than not, strangers will support you more than your actual friends. I just had to take a little matcha break with that because that was a little bit of a rant there. But yeah, when you start to becoming the highest version of yourself, you're becoming better, you start to notice you trigger people. And even in relationships too, you can be dating somebody and maybe your partner doesn't want you to become better, get sexier, more successful. And I think that speaks of volumes of who that individual is and how insecure they are. Because someone who truly loves you and is cheering you on will never make you feel like that. They will be like, yes, I love it. Or as they say, pop off queen. or, I always want my friends and just people that I love to do better, become better, make your dreams come true, get sexier at any age, whatever it is, like whatever makes you happy, I'm a huge advocate for. Something else to look out for is when friends make harmful comments or tease you. There is a line. If a friend is constantly picking on your insecurities and she knows what your insecurities are, saying that in front of people or pointing it out, that is a toxic friend and that is a red flag. Absolutely. I do believe in your friends that are still friends or your enemies. I would be very mindful of that too, because why would your friend be friends with people that don't like you? Really sit there and think about it. Why would your best friend, let's say, is friends with people who don't like you? That would make me uncomfortable. That would make me think twice because guarantee more likely than not, they're definitely talking about you. And people that gossip about other people more likely are talking about you with other people. That's something to look out for as well. And I do think gossiping is such a low frequency energy. Why would you want to engage in that? There's so much more topics we can speak about that actually matter. Like, how's your mental health? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Versus talking about other people. I think it's a very low frequency energy. I think the people that don't have the most friends and just have a little friends, I think are the most at peace. I can tell you, I have been felt such peace in that area of my life, no drama, no nothing, because I really took out and removed people out of my life for the best. And I think when you want to become the best version of yourself, really sit down and look and really evaluate your relationships and see how you are feeling. This platform, I have definitely connected with beautiful women around the world that I talk to, and we share the same mindset. And I think people who are meant to be in your life will come into your life in the most unexpected way, not just in relationships, just people in general. But yeah, and that's just where I've been in my headspace. I've really wanted just sit here and talk to you about friendships. I hope you took a couple tips from this and you really can relate to what I'm speaking about. And I hope it inspires you. And just know that you're not alone. People change, things change in life. But when you are becoming the best version of yourself, just know that it does get lonely when you're on top. However, the people that you are meant to be around with and the people that are meant to be in your life, it becomes very fulfilling and very peaceful. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Sending you all love and light. I'll talk to you soon.